Beautiful afternoon, everyone! Actually, it's almost evening. You know, since last week, I've been bothered as I walk around our vegetable garden. They're telling something to me, which I keep it as a self-reflection. But seems like somebody's telling me that I need to share because some important life lesson is in there. But first, let me give you a short tour to give you a clue. Maybe you can read my mind. I feel this is very important for me, so let's go! These are my beans. They're yellowish actually. Tomatoes. And I have my malunggay here inside. I'll tell you something about it later. Let's give you a clue. And these are my pechay. Okay, any clue about what you see? Let's look at them one by one. These are my pechay, and we plant this at the same time. But look at the difference. This is very healthy and very green, but this one is not growing. Similarly, this is like us. The reason why this grows is because it's receiving enough nutrients from the soil compared to this one. So it reconnected from the source of life, from the source, aside from water and sunlight. Similarly, in order for us to grow, by the way, we need to grow. Everybody of us needs to grow. Otherwise, we are not happy. The only way we are happy and fulfilled and satisfied in our life is when we are growing. So we are like these plants actually. Either we are growing or we are dying. Of course, we don't want to die. We want to grow. But how are we going to grow? First, let us look at ourselves, our physical body. How do our physical body grow? We need to eat the right food. If you eat junk food, processed food, what happened to us? We are not supplying our body with the right food for us to grow. Similarly, we have our inner self, or we call it spiritual self. We need to feed our inner self or spiritual self also to grow. We have 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day. And what thoughts are we feeding ourselves? If you feed yourself with negative thoughts or watching those fear-based news every day or just simply playing games, computer games, we cannot grow. We are not providing the right thought for us to grow. By the way, life is all about giving and receiving. Life is all about give and take. We need to receive something, but also we need to give something. Through this cycle, there's life, there's growth. Without giving and receiving, without give and take action, there's no life. Let's look at the process of photosynthesis. We give off carbon dioxide and we receive oxygen from the plants. The process of evaporation. Water evaporates from the sea and it also rains. Even our breathing. We breathe in, we breathe out. Nobody just breathing in and breathing in, or nobody is just breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhalation, exhalation. Similarly, our thoughts reflects on what we are feeding ourselves. If we are receiving something inspiring, thoughts that we need for us to grow, then we grow. Let's reflect, okay? How we begin our day. Every time you wake up, you watch something there. And are those things you're watching is necessary for you? Some of us are bombarded with our past bad memories. People who hurt us, people who abused us before, and we cannot forgive them. What happened? If we cannot forgive these people, it will always feed our thoughts. We just keep repeating those thoughts. That's an attitude of a dying person. That's why we see people who are actually dying or already dead. They're just breathing, but they're dying. We should look at what we are feeding ourselves, our thoughts, and what can we contribute. Our spiritual self is our inner self that needs to grow also. It has something to do with our heart and our mind. We need to mature the way we act, the way we behave, the way we deal with things. Okay? And especially, we need to be reconnected to the source of life, which is God. Okay? What are we doing? How do we start our day every day? That has something to do with our growth. You know, about 2 months ago, this grapes is way far down there. And this tomato are still small. Also, I cut my lemon here, but now it grows again. So we decided to plant our malunggay this side. About 2 months ago, it's about 2 inches tall. But what happened? Our grapes grows and it's occupy a lot of space here. Also, our tomatoes grows, occupying this space. So what happened to the malunggay? As I look at it, it's still 2 inches tall. What's going on? It's not growing. The malunggay needs nutrients from the soil and also water. But also he needs nutrients and energy, life from the sun. But because this one covers it, the entry of the sun, as well as this malunggay, so that's why our malunggay stops growing. So if the malunggay stops growing, what happened? It starts dying. Similarly, in our life, there's so many distractions. You know, my friend, we don't live long. I mean, life is finite. We don't have time for everything. So our only option is to narrow down our activities. Narrow down what is important. That's why there's a lot of dreams unfulfilled, because we are bothered with so many things. We are distracted with so many things. Now we have this crisis. So many people, so many of us are distracted that we forgot what is important in life. So distractions applies to everything in life. Our personal life, our career, our business, whatever. If we don't focus, we cannot go to where we want to go. So it's very important to narrow down. If this is not important, maybe we set aside it first. Okay? I don't think we can live up to at least 150 to 200. What I am saying here is we don't have time for many things in life. Let's enjoy life to its fullest by disregarding the things that is not necessary. This is my beans. It's yellowish. I think not enough nutrients for it to grow. But another thing I want to share here is this is like a vine. They need a support so that they can go up and then reproduce some fruits. But we just put one stick here. There's no one stick, so maybe this is complaining. You know, he needs some support also. Also this one. So in short, I realize we need to grow together. We cannot grow by ourselves. We need support system. We need to collaborate with the right people. Okay? I give you another example. You know those sequoia trees nearby Yosemite? They grow up to 2,000, 3,000, even 4,000 years old. You know, they grow to many years. And what is surprising there is that their roots are not deep. It's only about 6 feet below the ground. But how come they last long for 4,000, even 5,000 years old? Why? Because their roots are intertwined horizontally with other sequoia trees. They support each other. The roots are intertwined with each other. Okay? And the nutrients, moist, whatever. But the most important thing there is the intertwine. They support each other. In short, in our life, in order for us to grow, we need to grow together. We need to collaborate. maybe you collaborate with the toxic people. If you are with people who are pessimistic, who are negative, who is there rallying here and there, we cannot grow. Also, when I say the right people, if I have a niche, if I'm into martial art, I need to collaborate with fellow martial artists, not with the people who are into cooking. You know, my first blog, when I put my first blog in YouTube, I talk about how to live, how to be happy and healthy and live a long life. That's my title. And I realized, I said, oh, this is a very important topic. I have a lot of basis to support this one. So I put a blog, put in YouTube, and expecting that tomorrow maybe millions or even billions of people will watch this one, because it's very important. When I wake up, I saw, oh, 1 view. And you know what is that 1 view is? Me. It means it's only me who view my YouTube. And I said, oh, maybe I need to share with my friends. So I start sharing with my Facebook friends. You know what? Only my Facebook friends watch it. And there's not even comment. I have some close Facebook friends. I have about 2 of them commented. And the comment is not even satisfying. The other one says, nice message, but I think you need this and that. You need to have some props. But I take it as a positive. So I start learning how to make it better, edit it, and I learned way to edit my videos, my vlogs. But my second video, I have about 200 views. It reaches to 300 views. But after some time, it starts growing. Nobody's watching again. So I realized, oh, maybe I need to share more. If I start sharing, it stops growing. Only after some time that I realize that if I want to blog, I need to collaborate with the people who are bloggers. If I want people to watch my message, I need to collaborate with fellow YouTubers. So when I start collaborating, I learn a lot of things that I don't know. Okay, so very important to collaborate if you want to grow